Hi guys, once again welcome to the session. So today is our day 0 for our machine learning journey, and I am going to start a new playlist for machine learning, and that will be from very scratch. And the prerequisites of this course is like you just have to know about Python, and if you don't have the skills for Python, very soon we will be launching the course for Python as well. One shot Python will be there for the entire data science, which will be covering the entire Python, which will be needed for learning the machine learning or for the advanced topics, whatever. So the prerequisites for this machine learning course is just you have to know about Python. That's it. That's it. You have to know about Python, and we will be starting from very scratch. And the main thing I will be providing in this course, like the main thing with, like in which the students get stuck is that the intuition, how to think or how to deal with the machine learning problem, or how to think or how to approach towards the machine learning problem. We will see that at first. We will try to understand that at first, and then we will be moving ahead with the syllabus, with the course, or whatever the models will be there. Models you can learn, models, there are many models will be there, many supervised, unsupervised models will be coming. You can learn those models very easily. But the problem scenario, how to take the problem, how to grab the solution, or how to uh, go on with the flow of the solution, that is the most important thing. So yeah, let us start. Let us begin our session. So I hope you guys will be enjoying my session. Fine. So this is our day 0 of machine learning, and today we will understand about the intuition behind the machine learning problems. Fine. So let us start. So first of all, we have to understand. I hope my screen is visible to you guys. I hope so, because in front of me there is nothing is there. Only the camera is placed. First of all, you have to understand what is machine learning and what is the intuition behind it. What is machine learning and what is the intuition behind it? Like what we will be doing in machine learning. And then we will understand our workflow, like what all things we will be learning in this entire syllabus, in this entire playlist. We will see that. First of all, before the intuition, let us move on with the machine learning. What is machine learning? What is machine learning? I know my handwriting is not that good, but pardon me, it is what it is. I can't change that. I am trying to improve my handwriting, but please adjust yourself. So basically, what is machine learning? So machine learning is that branch of computer science where it allows the computer to learn, from various pattern of the data, where it basically allows the computer to learn from various pattern of the data, because currently the data is coming from various sources. Maybe it is from IoT sensors or manual data collection, or from different websites or applications, even from single clicks on this screen touch devices. It is also generating some data, right? So currently data is being generating from every sources. Each and every sources data are getting generated. Now in this scenario, what we want automation. We want automation because every day humongous amount of data we are getting from different sources, and if we want to analyze those data, if we try to understand why it is happening like that, or why it is happening like that, right? We have to analyze the data. We have to go behind the root cause. Suppose we are analyzing some sales data, like why the sales is down in the northeastern region of India. To understand that why, we have to go behind the root of the data. Now how can we go there? Our human mind is capable. It's not like it is not capable. It is capable, but it will take a huge amount of time, and it will take a huge budget, right? It will take a huge budget. So in today's generation, we have things to automate, we have things to do faster. So why not use computer? So in machine learning, what we will be doing, we will be enabling that computer devices, we will be enabling the computer to learn from the pattern of the data. to learn the pattern of the data, not from the pattern of the data, to learn the pattern of the data. So what is machine learning? So machine learning is the branch of computer science basically. It's basically the branch of computer science. Branch of computer science. Fine. First of all, this is the basic thing. And machine learning is the branch of computer science. It is not a syllabus or it is not a subject for computer science. Not at all. Machine learning was initially a subject for statistics. It was a subject for statistics and mathematics. It was not at all a part of for computer science. Fine. Later, it got integrated with computer science. That is a separate thing. But initially, when machine learning came into market, it was not named as machine learning. Initially, we were the human who were learning. So later on, it became integrated with the computer science, and it is termed as machine learning. So it is just a branch of computer science, and what it is doing basically, it is allowing, or it allows the computer, to learn from various patterns of data, Okay, pattern of data. Fine. Now, what happens? Traditionally, what people used to do, people used to code or people used to write code for for every logic, every instruction, everything. Like people used to write that hardcore coding. People used to do hardcore coding for every logic, whatever it is. Like every logic, however the data is, however the data will be changing. People used to write code for each and every instruction. Like with the changing data also, people used to write the code. But right now, the situation is not like that. Data is not coming in 1 or 10. Like it is not like 5 data came or 10 data came. It is not like that. Currently, the data is coming in 5 to 10 gigabytes, 5 to 10 terabytes, zettabytes, petabytes of data are coming at each and every minute, each and every hour. So we cannot, our human brain cannot actually process those much huge amount of data at a time, right? So what we have to do, we have to automate the thing. Now, traditionally, what people used to do, people used to do the code for each and every instruction, right? So now our computer will be understanding each and everything automatically by understanding the pattern of the data, how the pattern is changing with time, along with the time, how the pattern is changing. And this is all about machine learning. Now, here in machine learning, what happens? Here you will be giving a correct input and a correct output. And by that, you will be just predicting the things, or you will be classifying the things, or sometimes you will be clustering the things. Now, this last line, what I have said, this is kind of gun above your head. I can feel it. As of now, just stay in that fact that machine learning is why machine learning is used. Machine learning is used for clustering. Machine learning is used for classification, and machine learning is used for prediction, or you can say regression. Now, what is the main need of machine learning? What is the main fundamental need of machine learning? Fundamental need of machine learning is doing prediction. Fundamental need of machine learning is doing prediction. This is the fundamental need of machine learning for doing the prediction. Okay. Now, if you see the intuition, or when we will be going into the deeper concepts of machine learning, you will get to know that predictions, yes, prediction, classification, clustering, all are separate things. But if you just go in behind the mathematics, you can feel that prediction is also like classification and clustering also comes under prediction. It is also a kind of prediction on. Classification and clustering is also a kind of prediction on. Fine. Now, the ultimate thing, as per mathematics and as per statistics, is that prediction. We will be going for prediction. What we will be predicting? Suppose if we go for this weather report. In weather report, what are the parameters we are having? Like air pressure, then humidity, then temperature, right? And based on these three parameters, weather forecast station is actually predicting the rainfall. These are the three parameters based on these three parameters, rainfall is getting predicted. Right? So now, how they are actually predicting? Like with geography? Yes, obviously they are using some geographical science. They are definitely using the geography. But how geography is made? Have you ever imagined how the geography is made? Based on the pattern, based on some similar pattern they have made. Now, yes, at that point of time when the geography was initially started, when the people used to understand about the geography of various regions, right? Geography of various things. At that point of time, computers were not there, but people used to understand the pattern. Some similar pattern people used to understand, and based on that, everything got classified eventually, right? So, if the weather forecast station wants to predict this rainfall, they will be using air pressure, humidity, and temperature. Obviously, this three is not like these are not only the three parameters. They will be using more parameters. But as of example, as for the example as of now, I am taking these three parameters. So they will be predicting the rainfall based on the data of air pressure, humidity, and temperature. They will be using the data of these three things. They will be using the data of these three things. Now, how they will be predicting? With the help of the machine learning algorithms. With the help of the machine learning algorithms. Now, I'm just giving an overview that in machine learning algorithm, we have three algorithms are there. Actually, if I say four algorithms are there, if we break the thing. First is supervised machine learning algorithm is there. I know the what is machine learning, that is only not clear. I know that. But as of factual knowledge, just try to grab the things so that it will be easy when you will be getting the new terms. When you will be listening the new terms, it will not be like very difficult for your ears to understand. First is supervised ML model. Second is unsupervised ML model. Unsupervised ML model. Third one is semi-supervised ML model. Semi-supervised ML model. We will be coming to this each and everything individually on semi-supervised ML model. And the third one is reinforcement machine learning model. Okay. So these are the four things. These are the four things we are having. Four types of ML models we are having. Now, what are the things we will be learning in this ML playlist? What are the things we will be learning in this ML playlist? We have just got an idea that what is ML? ML is just a branch of computer science which is needed for understanding the pattern of it, by which our computer will be understanding the pattern of the data without the human intervention. Without human will be giving or without human is interrupting anything, our computer will be automatically understanding the pattern of the data. That is what we have understood. That is what it is clear for us. Fine. And we have four ML models: supervised, unsupervised, semi-supervised, and reinforcement machine learning model. Now, what are the things we will be learning in this ML playlist? First of all, we have to understand that. We have to see that. Syllabus. Because syllabus is also a very important thing for understanding the workflow, for understanding the roadmap of the ML for the entire machine learning. First of all, we will take a lot of time. We will take a lot of time in understanding or in doing the feature engineering. In doing the feature engineering. Okay. What is feature engineering? First of all, what is feature? What are features? Features are this air pressure, this humidity, this temperature. These three are the features. Or you can say the column name, or you can say the parameter. Okay. Features means this air pressure, humidity, and temperature, based on which we are predicting some value. Based on the features, we will be predicting some value. Okay. So what is feature engineering? We will do some modifications, some changes on the parameters. We will do some changes on the values of the parameters. What type of changes? We will see that afterwards. We will take a lot of time in doing this feature engineering techniques. Fine. Now there are four feature engineering techniques are there. We will learn it later. But Just as of now, just try to understand that we will take a lot of time in doing the feature engineering, because you have to understand one thing, one scenario of the corporate industry, or if you want to do the freelancing as well. Suppose TCS is getting some client, Tata Consultancy Service is getting some client from some outside sources, that you have to analyze this data, or you have to make some machine learning model with this data. What the TCS will be doing? Suppose TCS is getting 6 months of stipulated time for making the model. What TCS will be doing? TCS will be taking 4 months of time, legit 4 months of time. TCS will be taking for just doing the feature engineering, and remaining 2 months they will be doing all the model training, model testing, and all things. What all things are there for the machine learning, they will be doing. And after 4 months, they will be going for the model training. Right. Remaining works are very easy. But if our data is bad, what all data we are getting that is bad, then very problem in the model training. If you are using a very good model with a very bad data, it will be very bad. It will be very bad. The accuracy, the overall model performance, it will be very bad. Okay, so that is why we'll be focusing more on the feature engineering. And initially, if some freshers are watching my video, for them I will say that feature engineering is a very important thing in the perspective of interview, because I have also taken the interviews. Many interviews I have taken in my company when I was there in my company. And even I have groomed many students for the many placement drives and all. So there I have also seen the students are getting stuck over this feature engineering techniques. So you have to be very sure with the feature engineering technique of the parameter. The next thing we will be doing, is the training and testing of data. Training and testing of data. Testing of data. Okay. Third thing we will be doing is the models. We will learn about the models. What are the types of models, machine learning models we are having? Supervised, unsupervised, semi-supervised, and reinforcement machine learning model. Fine. So I am hoping that these three things will take around 1 month of time to complete entire machine learning playlist. And if you are watching 3 videos per day, I hope entire machine learning will be crystal clear in front of you, along with the project, along with the industry level project, in 1 month. 1 month will be sufficient for you. Like if you are giving full time, if you are only if you are giving full time to learn the machine learning, like 8 hours to 9 hours per day, then only like within 1 month, machine learning can be crystal clear and you will be fully industry level prepared. Okay. Fine. So this is all about the syllabus. From the next class, we will start with the machine learning intuition. Today, I hope I give a brief introduction, or overview introduction about the machine learning. Okay. So in the next class, in the day 2, we will be starting. In the day 2, we will be starting with the intuition, and when we will be going for the machine learning models, when we will be going for what type of models that we will be understanding. Fine. I hope it is clear for you guys. I hope everything is clear. If any doubt you guys are having, you can just mention it in the comment section. It is free for everyone. And if you want to contact me directly, the contact link or the contact number will also be available in the description box. So please feel free to contact with me. If you are having any doubt, you can contact me definitely. Okay, I will be replying. I will try to reply to each and every one of you guys. So thank you everyone. Bye bye. Have a nice day.